Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Bella's Hat. There is an opinion piece on The Guardian regarding education, something that is very close to my heart in terms of what I think education should be. I have been through university 3 times. Not that I failed, I've got 3 degrees, okay? But I have to ask myself, has it been of any value? Well, it depends what you want to do with your degrees. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a veterinary, it depends. By my trade, I am a researcher. I was a scientist, I was a teacher. I used to teach at university, actually one of the top 10 universities in the UK. I have seen the article. It is an opinion piece by Gabby Hinsliff. It says, with the labour market declining and AI a threat to entry-level jobs, graduates have been sold a lie. It's no wonder they're angry. Well, darling, I am also one of those who is angry. Why am I angry? Well, from a very young age, we are told that if you do well in school, you go to a very good university, you get a very good degree, you get a good job. And the thing and the lie that we are being told time and time again is that it leads to, being self-sufficient. That is the message that we're being sold. Obviously, that's a lie. Now you're going to have a backlash. You're going to have people who are no longer going to apply to jobs. They're going to leave, they're going to travel, they're going to do other things. And, well, where are the companies going to get the labour? You might ask, well, why not AI? AI, at the end of the day, in my opinion, is starting to kill a lot of jobs because you're no longer needed. Sorry, darlings, but your expertise no longer counts. So, yeah, that debt that you've got, 50, 60, 70, maybe even up to 100k. Yeah. I feel sorry for those who have actually gone into that process. Well, we call it process because at the end of the day, as an educator, university is meant to make you from, that is, undergraduates and train you into either someone who is capable of functioning as a member of society in work, industry, or maybe even research. That's basically what most Russell Group universities do. They train you to think as a researcher. But let me tell you something. If those jobs are just not going to be, in existence, then what's the whole point? You might ask. So, yeah, no wonder you get, a lot of people who are angry. Like I said, I am one of those people who I'm always angry. But I have to hammer in the point that I cannot recommend anyone studying a degree unless if you're really, really interested in that subject. Now, it's not just that, but also if you want to be, let's say, a profession that is protected by law, for example, doctor, and I mean medical doctor, okay? There's the real doctor who are the PhDs, okay? Lawyer, engineers, there's many routes to be an engineer. I mean, you don't necessarily need a degree to be an engineer, but it's nice to have. I went through that of I took an apprenticeship and then followed on a degree route, formally university, because back then engineering was kind of like a little bit all over the place. But yeah, I mean, or part of the LGBT community, engineering then, yeah, I'm really sorry to say, but trans women in engineering, maybe even into like computer science, it's not that well represented. So you are going to have problems trying to, break in an industry that is very male dominated. I'm sorry, but okay, and especially nowadays, that DEI is being killed off yeah, good luck. So those are the options that I would actually recommend people to study and go for it. By all means, go and study, you know, spend your money. Only if you want to study for a specific subject and you really like it, or you want to pursue a career where you do need a degree. Those are the only reasons why I would recommend people to pursue a degree. But other than that, darlings, you don't need a degree nowadays. AI is going to take your job anyways, so there's that. So yes, my friends, we're screwed. Opinion pieces, more analysis on the current subject matters that I see in the news these days. I won't bother these days with bad news. You know, it's like, hey, you've got already, you know, the BBC, you've got the Guardian, and usually it's kind of full of bad news. So I'm not gonna, you know, populate my channel with bad news. I want good news. I want good stuff. So yeah, follow me and subscribe. Take care.